Gemini just released brand new updates that make this one of the best LLMs that exist right now because they just upgraded their deep research feature. They add more personalization to help you get better answers from Gemini, and two other features I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss these because you're going to start using these tools every day now. And the best part is, most of these features are free. Okay, so the first new feature that we need to go through is Gemini's ability to now generate images and edit images, which is pretty insane. So what you need to do in order to do this is come to aistudio.google.com, click on create prompts right here on the left, and now I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do this. But also, I did want to give you an update here. This is literally 100% free. So you're going to come over there. What you need to do is you need to come over to these models right here. Now, they also released Gemma 3, which I'm going to talk about later. But what we need to do for this model right here is you need to come over to this one right here, and you need to make sure that this output here where it says new, it says images and text. If it doesn't say images and text, it's not going to be able to output both of those things. Now watch this. Let's say that we were creating a video or maybe an article, or we're creating anything, and we needed an image of a cop pulling somebody over in Manhattan. Guess what I could do? I can come over here and I can type in, please create an image of a cop pulling someone over in Manhattan. And as you can see, there are a bunch of other use cases you could use this for. For example, design a custom birthday card, or generate a story with images, or you could do image editing. So I'm going to click run right here. And now this is pretty insane. This actually took this one step further, and it has a cop with somebody that they just pulled over. And again, you can see that it's a city in the background, and it looks like the NYPD's uniform here. And we can now take this and we could download it. And this is incredible. Why? Because anything that you need an image for, you can now just come over here and ask it to create it for a hyper-realistic image. And honestly, it made it in 3.7 seconds, which is way quicker than most of the other tools out there. But that's not where this stops. What you can also do is upload things. For example, I am going to upload a file right here, and I'm going to upload a YouTube thumbnail that I want to change a little bit. So we're going to come over to downloads. We're going to put this thumbnail in right here. And as we could see, I have an orange sweatshirt in this thumbnail. So I'm going to say, please edit this and make my sweatshirt bright pink. Now, what I've seen before in the past is that you may need to edit this 1 or 2 times, but this does a really good job. So we put this in here. Please edit this, make my sweatshirt bright pink, so that I can upload this thumbnail for a different video or something along the lines of that. And again, you can do it with photos, you can do it with thumbnails, you can do it with anything. And literally, this did this now in the first try. The last time that I did this, it didn't change the sleeve right here. It was like blue or kind of this off color. And I had to just say, hey, can you update it again? Or hey, can you do it again? But again, this is incredible. Otherwise, I would have had to go wake my designer up. I would have had to send them an email. I would have had to send them a request. And this may have taken some time for me to get this back. But now I don't have to do that. Or if I wanted to change this from saying new Gemini 2.0 update, I could literally say, hey, change the text up top, keep the font the same, and please change it for me. Now that right there was just the first update. This next update here is if we come into Gemini right now and come into personalization, you will see that you can now hook up your search history to give you personalized responses. And you could disconnect this if you wanted to. So essentially what this allows you to do now is access your search history in order for Gemini to give you way better responses. For example, I'm going to ask Gemini, based on my search history, what do you know about me? Now, this could go really poorly for me. But what this is going to do is actually go through my search history, and it is going to tell me what it knows about me. For example, I'm interested in tech, I'm interested in finance, I'm interested in luxury goods, social media content creation, celebrities, public figures, specific locations, health and well-being, and a bunch of other things. So this is going to go through, this is going to look at this, and then it's going to tell me exactly what I'm interested in. And I'm going to ask it, how are you going to change your responses to what I say based on this information? And I'm going to actually ask it this so we could actually see inside the brain of this model and see exactly what this is going to change. So for example, when you ask for a recommendation for entertainment, news, product, services, learning resources, I will try to align them with the interests I've inferred. For example, if you ask about tech news, I might lean towards more AI related advancements or blockchain developments, knowing my past interests. In addition to that, it is going to be focused on novelty over redundancy. And I think that this is going to be huge. So it's going to actively try to suggest new things related to my interests rather than repeating information that I've already searched for. So if I've been researching, let's say, MicroStrategy because I thought about buying their stock because it's down a ton right now, it might suggest exploring other companies in the same sector or related investment strategies rather than just reiterating a bunch of information about them. In addition, it strives to provide contextual answers, aka it's going to try to understand the context of my question better. For instance, if I ask about something related to a specific location that I've searched for, it might consider that location in my response. It's also going to continue to build on my knowledge. And this is really where I think Google is going to have a huge advantage with AI, is that they have access to all your Gmail records, all of your Google Drive, all of your search history, all of your YouTube history, all of you interacting with Gemini. And I think that this is really what's going to set them apart. And as a huge part of that also, a lot of the stuff that they release is free. On top of that, it's going to also anticipate related interests. So what I'm going to ask Gemini is I'm going to say, what are some things you think I should know right now based on all of this? And what this is going to do is give me some fun facts. Now, again, I would strongly suggest that you have this turned on and you begin playing around with this and you begin asking these questions because you could uncover new things, you could learn new things. And this is, again, just going to build towards all of this stuff being intertwined. And also, one other thing that I would strongly suggest that you do, if you come into settings right here and come into saved information, if you haven't already done this, you can add in here a bunch of info that you ask Gemini to save, and you can also see different examples in here. And if we come over into here, into public links, you'll be able to add different public links in here. And if we come over here into apps, you will be able to give this access to a bunch of your other apps if you want it to have access to them. And I would strongly recommend that you do this because, again, it's just going to make this tool way strong. Now, before I get into the next two features that are only going to get crazier and crazier, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest AI tools and exactly how to use them. I'm about to start uploading videos every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. Now, the next update that I have for you is going to be Gemma 3. So if we come over into AI Studio and we move me out of the way right here, well, at least I'm moving me out of the way on my screen, we will see Gemma right here, and we'll be able to see all these different models right here. Now, I want to walk you through exactly what this is actually useful. So first and foremost, this is the world's best single accelerator model. This model is better than DeepSeek V3, than O3 Mini, it's better than Llama 3-405B, and it also is in 140 different languages. You can create AI with advanced text and visual reasoning capabilities, which is amazing. If you're tapping the API and you're actually using this tool with other tools, it can handle complex tasks because it has an expanded context window. It can create AI-driven workflows using function calling, which is really, really good if you're building out agentic experiences and things like that. And it has high performance delivered faster with quantized models. So if you come over here, you could begin to experiment with this. And on top of that, you can get an API key for this. And this is going to be incredibly useful. So if we come over here right here, you can see a bunch of different things here. For example, we could have this as a research buddy. We could have it be a twisted search. We could have it do a city scavenger hunt. And if we come over here and change a bunch of other things here, for example, coming into these different models, it will also change other things that we could do. And we could come in here and edit the different safety features. For example, I like to block none of this because I don't want any of it blocked. So I would strongly suggest that you come in here and start messing around with this. Now, the last and final update that we have here is an update to deep research. So now we can click on deep research right from here and then enter a prompt into Gemini. For example, I am going to say, I am thinking about buying either Tesla stock, NVIDIA stock, or Meta stock. Please do the research I need in order to make a decision on this and give me your case for which one would be better. Now, essentially what you want to use this tool for, any type of research that you would have done in the past, stop doing it yourself. Start having this tool do it because it's going to do a way better job for you. What this is going to do right now is this is actually going to build me out a research plan. So if it says, if I need to update it, please let me know. But this actually goes through and says, I'm thinking about buying this, which is my prompt. And it says it's going to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, all the way down to step number 8. It's going to analyze the results, and then it's going to create a report, and this says that it should be done in just a few minutes. So let's look at what this is actually going to do. And by the way, this isn't the only use case you could use this for. You could use this for an insane amount of things. For example, let's say that you have a B2B business. You have a pool cleaning business in Scottsdale, but you were only focused on doing commercial properties in a 10-mile radius. You could literally tell that to this and tell it to build out a research report and get you every lead in your area. Guess what it's going to do? It's literally going to go ahead and do that. But for this use case, let's click on Start Research here so that you guys can see exactly what this looks like and exactly what this is going to go ahead and do. And remember, this is a huge upgrade. In fact, this upgrade literally just came out. So look at how quickly this is doing that. This has already gone through 16 different sites here, and it shows all of its thinking here. It shows all of the sites that it browsed here, and it shows you exactly what it's doing and what the next research direction is. Now, again, in the past, this may have taken me days to do, or I'd have to pay somebody to do this. But guess what? You don't have to do this anymore. And if you have people working for you, or if you work for yourself, or even if you work for somebody, you need to make sure that you start using this tool, because now it's up to 22 websites. You could have all of this going on in the background. In fact, you could have multiple of these going on in the background. And guess what this does? It makes your time way more valuable, because again, now we're at 40 websites here. This is literally going to go through, do all the research for me, make a case for me, and then I'm going to be able to digest all of that and be way smarter because I didn't have to waste my time going through all of this. And if we look at this again, we'll see that this updated. So Tesla's mixed signals, NVIDIA's technology advancements, Meta's content policy shift, further investigation needed. And then it comes through tariff concerns, NVIDIA's gaming, Meta's financial strength keeps going down, started researching some more websites. It found conflicting performance data. It goes through a bunch of other stuff, researches other websites, and now it's continuing to go through other stuff. And we are at 50 websites right now, only a quarter of the way through. So this is going to give us a ton of information and a great report. Also, it's pretty cool that it's literally going through and resolving all the different data discrepancies, long-term performance insights. And so I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update here. This is halfway done now. 219 websites. Look at how this is actually thinking through things. It found conflicting data, went through, it resolved all the different discrepancies. This is literally doing like an analyst work, maybe even higher than analyst work. And guess what? Anybody can use this now, and anybody can use this to research anything. This is really going to change the world, and I would strongly suggest that if you're using deep research on any other platform, try this out and see how it is, because I personally think that this is the best deep research out right now since they just updated it. Okay, so now this is done, and this is absolutely insane. We have the analysis right here. It has an executive summary, company profiles. If we scroll down, literally profiles each of these companies. If we scroll down even more, we have financial performance analysis for each of the companies. If we scroll down even more, we have a comparative summary. You could export this into a sheet. We have stock performance and valuation. We have down here comparative stock performance valuation metrics. We have investment cases and risk factors. And if we scroll down here, you will be able to see all the different sources from this report, of which there are over 200. You can also read sources but not used in this report. And then also you could see all of its different thoughts here. And this is insane. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. If you're not using tools like this, you are going to get left behind in the future. In fact, yep, might get left behind today. Now, if you like this video, you're going to love this video right here that's going to walk you through an all-in-one AI tool. It's going to allow you to access every good LLM. It's going to allow you to create custom chatbots and even an AI agent that can control your browser. That sounds interesting? I'll see you over there.